Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Jane Warren Campbell, also known as Roshana, author of this book, Conversations with the Tree. I will put a link below for that. But today I'm here to offer some light language as support for all the energies that we're going through. The energies right now are very intense, and for a lot of people it can be challenging to integrate, whether it's challenging for the physical body or whether it's bringing up life challenges. And the guides have instructed me to share that it's really important for us to be aware of where we're putting our focus in these times, because we can become very distracted by everything that's happening in the world and the politics and the hardship that people are going through. But basically, we're not able to serve and support the world by doing that, and we're not serving ourselves if we allow that to pull us down, to pull us back into more dense energy, when the planetary alignments are really bringing this beautiful, very high vibrational energy to the earth to support us in upgrading and releasing all our old patterns and becoming the truly empowered human beings that we were always meant to be. And so it's very important for us to keep our focus on our internal work that's required. So the old belief systems and patterns and programs that we see repeating in our lives, it's really a great opportunity with these energies. They're pushing all that denser, lower vibrating energy from our past to the surface to be released. And we may even find, I'm having this experience in my own life, that my social circle is becoming smaller and smaller as I find myself growing, because I need to make sure that I'm staying in a place of this higher vibration that I'm choosing to be in. And so for some time I may need to even isolate myself a bit so that I don't get pulled back down. At some point I may have integrated this fully enough that I don't need to do that. But I also feel like part of it is, as we shift and change, then people who aren't at the same level with us may fall away, and we will begin to attract newer people into our lives that are more of a vibrational match with who we are in the moment. We're changing so fast. If we allow ourselves to, if we really fully embrace these opportunities that are here right now, we can be changing so fast that we can see our external world changing day to day. And that definitely happens for me. For some people, it may feel like it's not happening with grace. And I also feel like, it's important not to be mean or judgmental to others. I'm not judging people. I am simply choosing to be in a vibrational match with who I am. I accept that everyone has their own path and their own place on that path and their own way of getting to where they're meant to be. So it's in no way a judgment, and that's really important. Any judgment in truth is only a judgment of ourselves. And so whenever we feel a judgment for another, the greatest task is to go in and ask ourselves, what is this old pattern within myself that's revealing itself, that wants to be released and cleared away? And so I'm going to offer some light language today that will help us to integrate these new energies and help us to do that work of releasing the past and clearing the old patterns. The guides have told me that for people who are struggling in their outside world at this time, it's because they're not allowing themselves to change, and they're looking for what today means from yesterday. So, for example, in February, I found there were some really intense energies, and I shifted so much. I felt like I had let go so much of the past that I woke up the next day and thought, okay, all that is gone. Who am I now? Like, I didn't have any clear direction of what this means now that that is gone. But what that does is open up the potential for new creation, a new life, for me to bring a deeper essence of who I am into the world, which I definitely see happening because I let go of that piece of the past. And yet it can be intense work, and these energies that are coming to the planet right now that are really here to support us in this evolution can be really intense because our physical bodies have to change. And so we may be experiencing many things in the physical that are part of these upgrades that some people don't understand. I know people who have gone to even to emergency room because of things they're experiencing in their body, and the medical system couldn't find anything wrong. And it's good to do that if you feel like you need to do that and to make sure that there's nothing medically wrong. But if there isn't, don't become discouraged, because it's very likely that you are experiencing these symptoms because of your body going through these upgrades, and every cell of your being is shifting and changing, and that's hard work for the physical body. And so the more we're aware of this and we understand this, and we can just say, okay, I'm going to endure this, and it's going to pass, and it's all for a good reason in the bigger picture. For example, in February, I had a sore back for about 5 days. I couldn't really do anything for 2 or 3 days. There was no injury. There was no reason for that. And I really understood that it was a good thing, because I've been focused for many years now on clearing my emotions and my past and my beliefs, and doing that on the etheric level. And I saw this as a very physical experience, and to me it was the trauma coming out of the physical body, and those belief systems and memories moving out of the physical, which to me is the densest level of our being. And so I saw that as a really good thing that this was happening. And sure enough, in 5 or 6 days, it just went away and I was back to normal. So that's just one example of how we can experience this on the physical level, and to just help you understand that, by all means, I'm not saying don't use the medical system to make sure that everything is okay. And if you do that and you didn't get any answers and you're still experiencing symptoms, I believe it's much easier to just trust that this is flowing through, and use your own intuition, of course, and what you need in managing this. But for me, knowing that this is part of this experience of us becoming whole again, becoming the highest aspect of who we can be as humans on this earth, returning to our empowered state of being, then it's all for a good thing, and I trust it and let it flow through. And today, this light language that I'm bringing through is going to support us in integrating these energies, and also letting go of what wants to move through, what no longer serves us, what doesn't match this new vibrational shift that's happening for us. So we want to release all that more dense energy. And just as we see that happening in the outside world, much of the hardship that we see happening in the world right now is that the whole mass consciousness is releasing this. And if we can be in a state of not getting caught up in that and seeing it as such a difficult thing, not that we don't have compassion for people who are suffering, because of course we do, but we can't help that suffering by joining in a state of suffering. We help it by clearing through our own bodies and our own system all that is dense and all the patterns that need to be released. The more we do that, we are supporting all of humanity, because many of these patterns are held on a cultural level. They've been handed down from a cultural state of being, and each one of us who is clearing that is clearing it for the all, in a sense. And I know I do that in a big way, and some of us have different ways that we have come to support the world. And I know that when I do clearing, it's clearing for the mass consciousness, in a sense. So that's deep work that I'm doing for everyone, just by being home and doing my own internal work. So know that that's the greatest way we can serve. That's why it's was known to say, know thyself, do your own internal work. And often when we're so concerned about others and wanting to rescue others in a sense, we're really avoiding our own internal work. So by looking within and doing what needs to be done to release our own patterns, we're allowing ourselves to take greater advantage of these energies that are here, and we're truly supporting all of humanity in the process. So I just wanted you to understand that. And this light language, as I said, I would invite you just to quiet yourself, just come into your center, into your being, so that you can receive the benefit of this light language that is going to support us in allowing the denser aspects of ourselves to just clear out and be released, and then to more easily receive this very high vibration energy that's coming to the earth at this time, because definitely it can be challenging for the body to integrate that and take it in. I know I often get headaches as part of this process, and I feel my heart racing and I feel my nervous system vibrating because it's such intense energy. So all the support we can get in moving through that is most beneficial, and light language goes deep into our cellular memory in supporting us in that. So here we go. Ichla a ikna amala a chkana akawa ela. O tikla akna ichkna awe. O mekna atka alawa a. O wachinaka a mi ichka a alawa. I akna chika. Ichka alawa ekshka a. O waknima. Ikta ai ika mikala echka oina. Ichu, atla, ikna, akla, ikna, achki, ikna, na. Awekiji, li, no, ikla, la, ichna, imaktika, ichka, la, wakni. Huchika ale a inaka, o maka a tawa naka, ichka a ela okna, imak a la ea ko itata wat na ichka, imaka a la ochka ni, makta ia kalawa, o ikana wa, imakta a kwa, ichka a alawa. Oika ina a michka anawa e. Oikta ka a laka na. Imachka a lawa. Owaktika ianai. O makina. Ikana mikatawa e. Ikana kanai. Oikla iana maka achka ianai. Just sit with this for a moment. Allow this gentle energy to come in. Oikna a mikla, ichkana a awae, oika takani, maka ala iwa, iaka nika tika, iksa I akla e, oichna a mikatna, oichla kanita, ikshna a ikla, o maktika a kanawa, o meka tikanawa ichka. Ichka tai ako, amanika te ikanawa a, mikta alawa e kano. So just allow this language and these tones to be integrated. Just feeling it within your cells and your being. A very gentle, soft message of knowing who you are. My sense, especially at the end of this, was that these beings know who you are, and they're just reminding you, you know who you are in some level, this most empowered aspect of you where you have access to all the wisdom you ever desired, and you are your greatest potential already, and they just hold that knowing so that you may grasp it as well.